In this video, I'm going to have a look at Swift 3 and Xcode 8 beta together with you, and we're going to have a look at what's new and if it's good or not. So the first thing that we want to start off with is actually downloading it. So head to your browser, and the link to that is in the description below, by the way. And my Twitter profile is public now, so if you'd like to follow me, you can do that. The link is also in the description below. So then go here to your developer page, which I've just said that it is in the description below, and sign in. And as soon as you have, you will find Xcode 8 to download. You see they've posted it recently new, and all the SDKs are in there too for macOS 10.12, which is Sierra, iOS 10, watchOS 3, tvOS 10, so all the new things. And then after you've downloaded it, we can open it up right here in our dock. It takes up a lot of storage, by the way, a lot of space on your computer, which is not that great, but it's okay and acceptable. And you also see here a new thing is the icon of playgrounds have changed. The icon for the playgrounds has changed, and that's actually good because now it looks more consistent, especially when you have a workspace here, which is maybe not something that starters know. So then I'll just show you how a migrated project looks like, which is here something I've started working on yesterday, and I've just migrated it today, or converted the syntax. Here you see there's an error, but generally a lot of things were removed. For example, this used to be ns attributed string. Now it's just attributed string, so they're getting rid of the ns. So next step, I believe it is. Where it's in front of the types. And here, generally for functions, you will find a lot of those, but there are, of course, other things too. And the other thing that you will notice is this font here. So last year, Apple has introduced the font SF, so standing for San Francisco, but they already had a font named San Francisco, so they called it SF, which you can see on here in the new Mac version, on the keyboard for the new MacBook. You can find it on iOS and the current iOS beta. So, and also watchOS. I don't know for tvOS, probably in the new version. But anyway, so the new font, and this is the mono version of it, and it looks quite good. I actually prefer Menlo Park, I think the font was called, more than this, but it looks okay and acceptable. I'll just keep it because that's what the community is probably going to like. And it is a good font, though. It's a really good font. So, yeah, the other thing that you might notice is that here, this looks new too. You have generally a better interface. It generally looks nicer. Here you can, when you open up this also has a slightly new look. And generally, I think this is also a bit bigger now. And yeah, I think it's a really good update here. And now to migrating or converting your project, you go to your project that you want to migrate. Sorry, that was wrong. Later. I have to open the workspace. And here you can convert it right away. If you have not done that, you can by clicking edit and then convert and to current Swift syntax. So let's hit next, and here you can see 2.3 and Swift 3, and we just have to update this. I don't know for frameworks, I've never done that. Let's just see if that works. So here you see that's how it looked before, and now you have those second names, those descriptive names I call them. When you call a function, they require you to do that now, even when there's none. So here they had none, but they require you to have those. So let's hit save and then continue. And there you go. There are two problems. Yeah, probably because of the framework. So here another thing is Xcode 1, Xcode 1, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, good. And they've of course removed the iPhone 4S, and iPhone SE is there now too. I didn't see that before, but it's in there now. Processing files, indexing. I don't know what it is doing. Is it actually... Oh no, it does work. Yeah. Looks like it's starting. Yeah, it does. Yeah. Let's see if it works, actually. That will probably need a while because it's a beta. So because of my Mac, it should be loading fast. But overall, this takes a lot of storage. Here. Takes a lot of storage capacity. I had something like 440 gigabytes before, but now it's 428. So here you go. Let's start this, and let's have a look if it works. No, it doesn't seem to work. There's a crash. Okay, good. Well, that was probably a bad idea to showcase this event, but I just wanted to show you actually that you convert this, and I would need to take a look at that on my own a little more. So yeah, but let's have a look at something else. So 3 desktop, and then create. Yeah, so stuff that they've changed is, number one, you probably know this, a lot of the C style C syntax has been dropped. For example, var number equals to, oops, where is it here? Number equals to 5. And then you can say number plus plus. Well, they don't want you to do that anymore. That's, here you see +1 plus equals 1. You could do +1. But then that would just be for this and doesn't update itself, and here that's the updated version. So if you want to, you could say number equals to number +1, but if you want to do the fast version, it's not plus plus anymore or minus minus. It's simply like this. Yeah, that's the fast version of it, or this way. That's one update that they have done, but I think you actually have seen that before in the last versions of Swift, because they always had a highlighting that it would be removed in Swift 3, but now it really requires you to do that. Then another thing is the C-style loop. I think I've actually said that in a video before, but now it's more important to actually know this, because you really have to go for it. So in Swift, a for loop is really, really sweet. It could look like this. If you want to have a variable, some variable, you can do that. You don't have to. But if you don't want to have one, actually, you can simply do an underscore, and you can say for in 3 to 5 or something like this, and then print hello, and it's going to print us that a few times, 3 times, 3, 4, and 5. But you could also say, I don't know, for hey in 3 to 5, and then print the hey, so it would tell you what number you're currently on. So that's how it is in Swift, and that's really sweet. In my opinion, it looks really good. But C had a really horrible style of solving this, where you had to do the I plus plus or minus minus, and you also had to write a variable that would change, like you had to use the variable keyword. But now you don't have to do that anymore. Just drop that and go for the Swift syntax one. It looks better anyways. It's really good. So then that's actually really much about everything that I find important myself. They have done a lot on generics and such things, but you probably, as a beginner, if you are one, don't know about that. So if you want to know more, there are links in the description below to the documentation on Swift's page, swift.org, and also a video of the the presentation of Swift 3 and what's new. So if you want to see that, just open the description and click on the links. And the last thing that I've just said is, let's say goodbye name.string. That is how you would have done it before. So print name. But now you have to actually do, for example, viewers name, and now you could call this function goodbye views name. Why do you do this? Generally, that is because name is just the parameter name, and the views name is more descriptive. Because maybe when you're programming, you don't want to write views name all the time. It can be really annoying. And now you can simply use, I don't know, just n even if you want to. And the programmer will understand this, but the people who might want to use a library that you've created, then this here is really nice because they don't want to see that n anyways, and they just want to know what this is actually for, and it's really descriptive. And if you don't want to have one, simply, again, like in the for loop, you can do an underscore, and you don't need that anymore. Here, goodbye, and it just says n. So that's basically what you have just learned, everything. So let's revise a new font in Xcode 8. Generally, a little new interface update in Xcode 8 beta, or Xcode 8 when it comes out. Then the 4S has been dropped. You can migrate your code when you open a project or later. And there's a new playground icon. And in the programming itself, the C style has been dropped, the C syntax has been dropped a lot, which is the C style loop and the plus and minus, as well as the function, descriptive names as I call them. They probably have a name for that themselves, but I don't know that right now. And yeah, a lot of other updates, but that I just don't have the time to cover here. So just check the description below and you'll be all fine. So thank you guys for watching. If you want to know more, you can write that in the comments below. If you have any questions regarding this and the updates and whatever, just make sure to ask me. I'm always there and I would love to help. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more and if you haven't. And see you later. Bye bye.